Hi, I'm Chris Johnson. I'm going to be covering vocal technique.
My name is Hilton. I'm looking at vocal health.
I'm Steve Giles and I'm going to be talking about nutrition and lifestyle.
My name is Joshua Alamu and I'm talking about vocal style.
And together we are
The V Team.
I'm going to cover 4 easy tips for keeping your voice in tip-top shape. Firstly, there's hydration, then there's good sleep. Thirdly, we've got diet and keeping fit, and then vocal training and vocal health. Now, that probably is 6, and I cheated a little bit, but you get my drift. A couple of things that people don't know about hydration. There are certain illnesses and diseases that may actually cause dehydration. These include diabetes and gastroenteritis. And of course, if you have a fever, then you'll be sweating a lot more, so it means that you have to make sure you're better hydrated during those periods. The other time you sweat a lot is if you're exercising and if you're in a very hot environment, so make sure that you're drinking more on those times. And I'm sure that Steve has covered well and truly the kind of amounts that you need per day to make sure that you're keeping good hydration. The other time that people don't realise that they're getting dehydrated is when they're flying. Because they don't humidify the air in the airline so well, it means that you're going to have to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water before, during and after the flight. During the cold weather, when the heating is on, this will also dry our environment. So if you live in a dry kind of environment, such as Australia, or you are sleeping in central heating, then you may want to consider humidifying the air so that if you're mouth breathing at night, you're not actually drying out your vocal folds as well. The next point is sleep, and I know that Steve covered a lot of it in his video. It's very good to make sure that you're rested, that your muscles get time to recover, and that you're building up your immune system. When we look at diet and exercise, the kind of things that you need to consider, as well as all the stuff that Steve will have talked about, is the fact that you need to avoid any kind of foods that may cause excess mucus. So somebody who may have an allergy to milk may want to avoid dairy products when they're singing in particular. Sometimes a guy likes to build up their six-pack, and who doesn't like a good six-pack? But the problem is it's not really good for your breathing management, so be careful about building up your abdominal area too much when you're getting fit and healthy and doing training. When we come to voice training, it is absolutely vital that you find yourself a voice teacher who's going to be able to help you develop a good regime of exercises to help fix any problems and strengthen any areas that need strengthening, and also to help you develop some sort of warm-up routine and cool-down routine before and after a gig. Do I need to say no smoking? It's a bit of a duh, isn't it, really? The other thing I would advise is that if you're a singer or a professional voice user, that you avoid anybody with a respiratory illness such as a cold or the flu, like the plague. And when you're out in the cold climate, make sure that you keep your throat area nice and warm by wearing a scarf.